We'll be here all night.
Don't worry.
So go and get someone to put the floodlights on.
Welcome to Inside FC St Helens. Joined here today by Mike Smith. Mike, well, I was going to say welcome back, but you've not really been away from the place, have you? The past 4 to 6 weeks. Have you had a chance to have a break from football, or?
Yeah, I've had a bit of a break, but I've been here quite a lot. But obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on around the club at the minute, which is great. So, I've been coming down, obviously helping, coming down, meeting players. And it's just meeting the new people around the club, and there's been a lot of the volunteers have been here helping out with the dugouts, the pitch, everything around the place. So with massive thanks to all them. So yeah, we've been coming down to just to say hello as well, and having a little pint.
I was going to say there's been a lot of changes, haven't there, away from kind of the football here as well. New owner, the women's team's obviously got their reserve side as well. Everything's kind of growing. What are your thoughts initially ahead of the season now?
It's exciting. I think for the club to be able to kick on, we've needed someone to come in who was going to push us forward. Not just us as the first team, but as obviously we've got the reserve side. We've now got a 23 side. We've got the women's reserve side. So the junior section's grown massively. So it's exciting times for the club.
I was going to say there, someone that I think the fans will want to hear a bit more about is Paul Oakes, the new chairman, the new owner. You've got a good relationship with him now already, haven't you? You met him, of course, a few times before he came in, and he's come in and he's changed a lot of things for the good, really.
Yeah, let's say it. It needed something. It needed someone to bring the club to the next level, and it needed someone to get everyone together and make sure everyone was doing what they should be doing. And he's certainly done that. I speak to him daily, sometimes just about random stuff, to be honest with you. But it's good. He keeps me updated with everything that's going on around the club, if anything's happening, and where we're up to with things and all that, which is great. And vice versa, I'll phone him when it comes to players and who's staying, who's going, who we've spoken to, and things like that. And we've had a good relationship since he's come in, and he's been a bit of a breath of fresh air.
In terms of them players, I know you've touched on them individually, but you've got to be really pleased with the business we've done.
Yeah. We come away from the end of the season, probably, we fell away again, didn't we? Come January, February time, we had a lot of injuries. We weren't able to go out and replace anyone or to bring anyone in when we were still probably in the mix, particularly with the amount of home games that we had. But we were pretty much more or less the same 16. So we knew that going into the season, with what we had coming in terms of investments, that we had to make sure that we went and targeted players that could really kick us on. Now, we've gone and targeted players that can really kick us on. We've brought in some quality, some real quality, everywhere we've had to or everywhere we've wanted to, in terms of left back, centre midfielders, attacking players, obviously new goalie coming in as well. So we've really gone away and strengthened. Now, obviously, it's down to us now to find the balance and make sure things are right on the pitch.
And they're not just here to play football, are they? Obviously, Daniel Lowe, he's got his own coaching business set up here as well. And I think everyone's really buying into the community side of FC, aren't they?
Yeah, you only need to have a little conversation with Dan. And since he's been down here, he said that people are going over to him all the time and speaking to him. He's got a lot of the juniors coming to him. His business is thriving already, which we knew it would. That's us as a club, isn't it? Once you're in here, you're enjoying it. It's hard to come away from here. And he's come in, and so have the new lads as well. Come in and everyone buys into what we want.
And when you look at the season now, with the players we've got, obviously we've brought in a good few players, but we've kept hold as well of the players we wanted to keep hold of. In terms of integration, what's your kind of, they all know people at the club already, but what's your view on the integration of the squad now?
Well, I think, the lads that we brought in, we first and foremost, we wanted quality, but at the same time, we wanted to make sure that they were good characters and they were lads that were going to come in. We didn't want anyone coming in is a potential bad egg. It's not what we're about. Luke Barden's come in. He already knew a few lads that were here. Obviously, Dan Lowe's come in. He already knew likes of Harry Hagan, from Everton days, and a few others. Paddy has come in. Knew Lowe. Knew Dom Hop. Knew a couple of others. Sonko's come in. Knew Adam. Knew Paddy. Knew Dom Hop. Knew a few of them. So everyone's come in knowing lads that are here already. And you could see that from the first session the other week. They were pushing each other through. They were having a bit of a laugh. Then we've done the gym session on the Tuesday, which was probably one of the toughest sessions we've done. Again, pushing each other through. Borley being at the forefront of that, showing his experience and making sure that he's once he's done his part of it, he's making sure the lads are still pushing and pushing hard as well. And then we've gone into the beach session on Saturday as well, which was again probably top the gym session, and we had a laugh with what we done, but it was hard. It was hard graft, and you can see everyone having a laugh and everyone integrating with each other. We've got Sonko back tonight. It's his first session. He's been away. He's come straight in, and you can just tell his character straight away. He's straight in with all the lads, having a laugh with them. So it's good to have him back.
And looking at the new campaign, there's been a huge talking point amongst people involved with the league, whether that be a fan or people like yourself involved in the game, and that's all the lateral moves and obviously teams dropping down and coming up as well. Has that changed maybe the way that you and the lads prepare, or is it just the same season in terms of how you're concerned?
Yeah, I think it's exactly the same season. We've got 4 teams less, which is a bit of a blessing on the legs, but at the same time we want to try and progress in cups this season, which we've gone out pretty early over the last couple of seasons. So we want to make sure we're making those games up by progressing in the cup competitions, and we've gone into each season with probably 18 players, probably a little bit 18, 19 players. Then we've always draw from the resis, but we'll probably be going into this with 21, 22 players, so massive headaches. But we need to have a squad as well to be able to cope with the demand we're going to put on them to be able to compete on all fronts. And
you mentioned the cup there. We've had our first, as of recording this, the Macron Cup draw against South Liverpool away. Obviously the FA Vars and the FA Cup is Friday the 3rd of July. It'd been really nice, wouldn't it? And exciting, I suppose, as well, to have a nice, good, deep run into one of those.
Yeah, I think we were disappointed last season with how we went out of all competitions. So we want to make sure, cup runs are great. We want to make sure that we're prepared and we're ready to go deep into the competitions.
And in terms of success this year, this is your 4th season now with FC Sailings, and each season you've kind of bettered last year, haven't you? Looking at this season now, I think it's playoffs really as a minimum, isn't it? That's what we're all hoping for anyway.
Yeah, I think we've got to aim big with the investment that's come in the club and the people that are now around the club. Everyone, we're in a position where we've always said we've got the setup to be able to kick on. We've just not really been able to kick on financially, and we've never been ready for it. We've probably overachieved with what we've had. We've done really well, but now we want to take that next step. So playoffs is going to be the aim, but we want to aim for more as well. We don't want to just go, oh, playoffs is the aim, and we fall out of playoffs and we go, oh, we've had a decent season. Let's just go and aim for the #1 spot. There's going to be some top teams in this league this season. I'm not saying that we're going to go and win it, but we've got to go and aim for that.
Yeah.
Every one of us has got to go and aim for that. And if you miss out on it and you're in the playoffs, then fine, good season. Then you go and have a good crack at them. But let's just go and kick on and push as high as we possibly can.
Yeah. And we touched there on the new players. But last season we had quite a few players unfortunate with injuries. Obviously Joe Barker, and then towards the end we had Jamie Whittaker and Ethan Jones who were missing games, and a few others as well. Kenzie's just had his surgery. How are those lads? Have you spoke to them ahead of the new season?
Yeah, Jamie Whittaker's come back in. He's come in pretty fit. Joe Barker's come in fit. He's been away on a stag do this past weekend. But he's come back in looking fit, ready to go. They all have. Obviously, Kenzie is probably going to be more or less the end of July before we see Kenzie back in. But we've had conversations, and he knows that we want him back in as soon as he's ready, and we'll help him with his rehab, and we'll help him try and kick on again. He's got a hunger to get back in the side, as of the rest of them. Obviously, Liam Cuthbert was another one that we lost through a long-term injury last season. It was hard to replace. Obviously, he's moved on now to go and play closer to home, and I don't blame him. Liam's been great for us, but we've brought lads in who are ready to kick us on.
And before I let you go out into the lovely rain there, obviously there's people watching this who've missed your face. What's your message to them now ahead of the season? Just
get down here and back us. I think it's an exciting season. It's exciting times for the club. We've wanted something off the pitch to give us more, to be able to kick us on. We've got it. Now it's down to me and the rest of the staff to make sure we do things right and we get things right to kick us on the pitch. And I say I've not been away from here over the past 4 to 6 weeks, and that's starting to get us prepared for the start of pre-season. Same as Adam, as Will, as Jack, as Georgia, as Phil. We've all worked and we've met here a couple of times to go over things, and we'll prepare as best as we can. So we hope fans keep turning up. We hope all our young supporters keep turning back up and they grow. and you know, and the fan base grows as well, and it's exciting times for the club.
Brilliant. Well, Mike, thank you very much. I'll let you go and get nice and dry.
Sure you. I'm happy to stay for a little bit longer. Time, mate.